this is going to be the first episode of Road to Six Figures in Funding. Now, in these episodes, I'm going to be doing a bit of a follow-along journey of a Alpha Capital Group 100k account. So I've got a fresh 100k account loaded up, and I'm going to be showing you and documenting everything from phase 1 to phase 2 to then hopefully funding and making payouts from it. I'm just going to be documenting everything, every trade, all my analysis, and giving you guys some really good free value. So as you can see here, I've just got done with my pre-week analysis, and on EU this week, I am expecting some kind of push higher to take out previous weekly highs, tap into a bit more of this 4-hour fair value gap, balance out a bit more of this daily leg that we have here, to then ultimately sell off lower about midweek and towards the end of the week. Now, if I pull this up, this is our MT5, and as you can see, this is our fresh Alpha Capital Group. As you can see the Alpha Capital Group 100k account, and this is all loaded up, ready to go for next week. So I'm very excited to get this challenge underway, get these episodes started, and show you all of my trades and my analysis that's going to hopefully get this account passed. So it's now Monday evening, and today was a no trading day for me. Mondays I haven't really traded too much for a while. Today was a no news Monday, so yeah, there was a little bit of movement, but not the greatest deal. Price didn't really do a lot, or what was really expected. So I think we're going to see what we would have seen play out today. We're going to see play out tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be watching for that. Price is still looking good. So hopefully tomorrow we can get a nice clean setup and our narrative can start to play out for the week. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that tomorrow. But for now, I'm just going to get a bit of back testing done. So yeah, as you can see, going to get a bit of back testing done now. I don't think you can ever have enough back testing and enough data. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the night now. And then we'll be on the charts nice and early once again tomorrow. So it's actually now Thursday, so a bit of a fast forward. The reason I'm only picking up back on Thursday is because we unfortunately have had no trades so far this week. We haven't been able to catch anything. So I'll quickly run over the days and show you what happened and why I wasn't able to catch it. So obviously Monday, you saw there's no trade Monday, and then Tuesday, I was looking for longs up to these previous weekly highs. However, we wasn't able to catch them, as when price was around here, obviously we didn't take Asia lows, but then I saw prices pushing up nicely. So I was looking at this leg here from this low to where price stopped here, made the swing high, and then started to come down a little bit. Obviously, I was looking for a retracement down into this fib level to then buy up from there. But unfortunately, as you can see, we only had a very small pullback, and then price just shot up without us. So that was Tuesday, and unfortunately missed the buys. And then Wednesday, as we can see, we was having this corrective move back down to balance out this bullish leg. So I was open to sells. Now, we did take Asia highs, and so yeah, sales were looking good, and I would have sold to target down around this area, which would have been in the OT range of this leg. However, we didn't get set up. On the 5 minute, there was no market structure shift, and then price just carried on down. So yeah, unfortunately, nothing on Wednesday as well. And then today, another unfortunate day for us really, because once again, my narratives have been pretty spot on for the whole week. We just haven't been able to capitalize on it, as there hasn't really been a valid setup. So again, once again, today I was looking for longs, as I was targeting these highs. But as you can see, once again, we came into the morning, we didn't take Asia lows, which is fine. I would have happily took a continuation trade anyway. But obviously, as you can see, we just never got that pullback. The only time we did get a pullback was, I'll mark this out. This is also just a massive range as well. So price just shot up this morning, and there was like a 50 odd pip range. So I was looking for a potential pullback into this OTs level here, but as you can see, once again, we just only had a small pullback. This did touch the 50%, but yeah, it wasn't really valid enough for me. I do normally like a deeper retracement, especially when we've got this much imbalance, as you can see there. But yeah, once again, obviously that didn't come down, and then we just carried on up from there, and this is where we are now. So we've only got Friday left tomorrow. We'll see if we get a trade or not. If we don't, that's fine. It's just going to be a patient week, which is fine. That happens, and you've just got to accept that because that is trading. Preserving capital is always better than taking unnecessary losses. But yeah, as you can see, this is the account. Still no trades. Yeah, 100k there. No trades. So yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings, like I said, and go from there. See if we do get a potential setup, but if not, that's fine. We'll just have to go again next week and hope for some better price action, and hopefully we can get some decent setups next week. So to be completely honest with you, obviously this week has been a little frustrating because, like I said, I've had the narrative right, but we just haven't been able to capitalise on any positions, which is very unfortunate. And I think possibly I've been a little bit too conservative, and maybe I should have been a little bit more aggressive. And that's something that I'm going to put into my back testing and just see where I can make refinements or where I can be more aggressive at times. So yeah, don't get me wrong, obviously being patient and preserving capital is a key thing in trading, and it's important to have that patience. But times like this, when you're trying to get a funded account passed, you don't want to be on the account for months and months trying to get it funded, because obviously you're not getting paid for then, you only get paid when it's funded. So yeah, I think being a little bit more aggressive might be the play. Obviously, I'm not going to just take random trades or trades that don't meet my criteria or my strategy and my setup. I'm obviously only going to take them if it is actually my setup and it is valid. But I just mean in terms of being a little bit more aggressive with my entries if it is a valid setup, or, you know, like we've had these moves in the market this week. It's been quite nice and bullish. Order flow's been bullish. It's been looking nice. We've had a few nice retraces. Yeah, they haven't always come back down to the OTE, but they have had retraces and then carried on up to make a break of structure. So I think, yeah, I'm just going to, like I said, put it into back testing and just try and capitalise on these markets, especially now that the US government is opening back up. So yeah, hopefully that will help out. We'll have some red folder news and just get a bit more movement in the markets and hopefully have some better price action. I think another reason as well why I've maybe been a bit conservative this week is because I have just come off a bit of a losing streak. That obviously isn't ideal and doesn't help with psychology side of things. But yeah, obviously you can't let that stuff affect you. If your strategy is profitable and you've obviously got backtested data, and like I've already passed accounts, I've already made payouts, and been consistent with that. So losing streaks are inevitable. And they're always going to happen at some point, but obviously you just still got to have your psychology and emotions in check. So maybe that's what I've found a little bit tricky and why I haven't wanted to be as aggressive, because I haven't obviously wanted to take any silly trades and then make unnecessary losses. We've got one more day, we've got Friday tomorrow, and then going into the new week, I am going to put in a bit of back testing, obviously tonight, and then over the weekend coming into the new week, just so that we can be prepared for the new week. And if there is entries that may require a bit more aggression, or they don't always pull back to the OT zone, then I can have more confidence to take them. I just want to keep it 100% real with you guys and always be transparent. And like I said, it's not necessarily a bad thing that I haven't taken any trades this week. Obviously, I've preserved my capital ready for the new week or even tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see what we can do, see what setups present themselves, and see if we can capitalise on some hopefully decent price action. So as you can see, today was another no trading day for me. Last day of the week today was Friday. Fridays aren't sometimes the best. Can be quite manipulative, and today you can just see we've been down, up, down, so we've been a bit all over the place, and yeah, not really followed too much structure, but no trades for me today, and that's it for the week, obviously. So we've had a total of 0 trades this week, and I'll show you. There we are, there's our account. Obviously no trades, and Av Capital phase 1. But yeah, so no trades this week. However, preserving your capital is never a bad thing. So yeah, we've just got to wait till next week now and see what next week presents us opportunity-wise, and hopefully we can capitalise on some nice positions next week and start getting this account underway. So yes, unfortunately, I haven't been able to give too much information away in this video, as in setup-wise or analysis. So there'll be more of that next week, hopefully, when we get some positions and some setups. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, then make sure you subscribe and leave a like. And I'll catch you all in episode 2, which will be next week, where we'll hopefully get some positions in.
you.